Hello and welcome back to the Wandering Wind. You know, a lot of times we find it hard to continue having faith in humanity after seeing so much devastation caused by man, so much hatred, so much pain. But every so often we find a story which restores that hope in humanity that we had lost. And here recently, I found that story for myself. The story of a young man dying of cancer whose only last wish was to marry the one that he had come to love so dearly. Dustin Snyder, a 19-year-old from God, where is it? I don't even know where they were. But for the past year and a half, the 19-year-old has been battling a rare form of cancer called synovial sarcoma, undergoing treatments to remove the tumors and keep them from coming back, only to watch them return and ravage his body. Several weeks ago, doctors told him he had weeks to live, so he turned to the person who had been beside him through all of this, and he asked her to spend the rest of that time with him. A man so in love asked her to spend the rest of his life, not hers, but his, with him. Somehow I find that this is such a touching but also such a heartbreaking story. But more so, I find it happy for some reason. Yes, he will die way short of where a normal man's life would have ended. He won't have any of the chances to have all of the experiences that he would have had otherwise, raising his children, growing old together with his wife. But at the same time, he and she understand something that so many do not. He understands that love, not the amount of days you have, not the amount of experiences you share with other people, but love. Love is the most important thing in life. Love is the most important emotion we could ever feel. When I look at people these days, when I look at the things that we do to each other, the pain we inflict, the words that we say out of anger or out of fear or out of frustration, the emotions that go through us in a day's worth of time just because we can't say, I'm hurt. Can you help me feel better? And then you see a story like this where a young couple whose days together are severely numbered choose to live out the rest of his days together rather than let love die in the face of pain and suffering. That brings me hope for tomorrow. That brings me hope for a day when no one will have to suffer like this, where no one, not one man or one woman, will have to suffer the agony of watching their loved ones die in front of them, knowing that there was nothing that they could do, knowing that there was nothing in this world that could have stopped that from happening, and yet knowing for 100% sure that there was something that was lost in that there was something that could have been that never got the chance to be. Love is and always will be the greatest gift you can show another person. Other human beings desire and require love. And it can come from you or it can come from anybody. Choose today to show love to those that you care for. Choose today to be the day that you decide love is better than hatred. That love trumps all evil, all suffering, all consequence, and all understanding. Love is a gift that we have shared for so many generations and will continue to share for as long as men are men, for as long as human beings are what they are. Love shall exist in some form. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to support this channel and show your love for what I do here, you can support me by hitting that subscribe button, making sure to turn on your notifications, and by watching my future videos. If you want to support me in a more tangible way, there is a link down in the description of this video. The top link will take you to a Patreon page that I created 2 years ago and still profit from today. You can donate $1 a month to help me create better and better videos every day. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you show love to someone today. Thank you, and I love you.